Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Bliss White and I'm so thrilled to talk to you today about Biologique Recherche Lotion P50. So the other day I shared a few of my favorite products from this brand, and then I got some questions regarding the different levels of P50. And I thought I would just come on and share my personal experience with the different levels. This is called a facial in a bottle, and my skin loves this liquid exfoliant. I seriously can't be without it. So I have tried almost all of the versions. So I was just going to share with you what my experience has been and which ones are my favorite. So just for a little reference, I am 50 years old, have maturing skin, hyperpigmentation, as well as rosacea. So it's under control at the moment, but I do suffer from some of those outbursts, and someone had asked me, they thought that this might make their skin worse if they have rosacea, and everybody is going to be individual, and that could be the case, but I have actually found it to be the opposite, and I'm going to tell you a couple some experiences that I have had with the different versions. So if you are interested in that, please take a moment to watch this video, and let me just start with the original P50 1970. So you guys, this is the original version of this liquid exfoliant. So let me just tell you a little bit about this first. It's called Magic in a Bottle, or a liquid facial in a bottle. It exfoliates, hydrates, balances the pH level of your skin. It's a prep step before any skincare. And then the thought is that anything you put in after this is just going to help penetrate right in. So all your serums and all of that, kind of your moisturizers and such, will be that much more effective. And I do have to tell you, I find that I like to call this like my workout for my skin. It just literally feels like it brings circulation to the skin. Everything else I put on afterwards is just amazing. And about this from Carolyn Hirons, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. If you're not, you need to go find her channel and her blog, and you will have a heyday. You can research to your heart's content. So if you are a fellow skincare junkie, you must go to Carolyn Hirons' site, to her videos. I absolutely adore this woman. She is a London-based esthetician, hilarious, just tells it like it is, straight shooter. And she's the one who got me onto this. So I originally reached out to Rescue Spa, that is located in Philadelphia and now New York, but way back when it was just open in Philadelphia, and they were one of the only people, vendors that sold this. Now I can find it. There's another woman, Biologique, I'm not saying her name correctly. She's also in New York. And then there is a few other people I know in LA that I literally have bought from the individual stores. Because as I said the other day in my video about this brand, they make small batches. So they produce this in small batches. And when it sells out, it can be out of stock for several months. So I'm a little bit nutty about this brand, because all of a sudden when something's out of stock, then it makes you want it 10 times more, or maybe that's just me because I'm a little skincare junkie. But it's also made me try other formulations, so that is a good thing. So I reached out to Rescue Spa. They had recommended Lotion P50 1970. That is the original just the original formulation. And just a couple things I want to tell you about that. So I am a huge fan of lactic acid. That works really well with my particular skin type. So sometimes I can't do a lot of those glycolics. It's just too much for my skin. But the original lotion P50 1970, so the 1970 version is going to contain phenol in it. I actually have to tell you, I love the phenol in it. It just, oof. If you ever have used chloroseptic spray, when you've had a sore throat, maybe I'm aging myself because that was something I grew up on, but it has phenol in it, and that gives you that kind of mentholy feeling to the skin. It literally, I feel like it tightens up my skin. And that's where I feel like it gets that invigorating. Like after I put on this toner, my skin feels like it literally has had a workout, and I feel like it's firming it and kind of getting the circulation going and plumping it up. Maybe it's all in my mind, but I do have to say I literally love it. So let me get back to, it has water, glycerin, phenol, niacinamide. That's a really good one. That's also in my Osmosis Rescue Serum that I use all the time. That is like super for my skin. Vinegar. So that is where the smell. So if you guys are not familiar, this does not smell good. It literally, the first time I used it, it made my skin turn into a bright tomato. I felt like I had burned my skin off. I was like really like so upset because you are supposed to take it and come from your décolleté all the way up your deck onto your face, patting it on, not rubbing. You just dab it, dab, dab, dab. And I literally was a tomato. I was like, oh my God, I burned my skin off. And I had the one with phenol. And so I just thought, oh my gosh, I have like ruined my skin. What the F have I been, what did I do? Really upset with myself. And then when I woke up in the morning, my skin was so calm. It was so clear. Like I just could not even believe it. So, if this is the case, if you have not tried that, just know that is normal. And also know that there is a purging. You can start your skin as you're using this, can have like a little purging. That didn't happen to me, but I had been told, be careful, keep with it is the key. I probably had a little bit of purging, but not as much as I was concerned about. Okay, so then it also has lactic acid, magnesium chloride, some articum lepa root extract, salicylic acid, sodium benzoate, sulfur. So again, as you can tell, this is not going to smell good or luxurious or anything like that. This is effective. So I started with this, and this is the strongest formula. And then from there, I have the best part about ordering from Rescue Spa and from this brand is that you can buy the little travel sizes, which I have a bunch of these because number one, it's more economical to try. One of these is like 28 bucks, which is great. And you guys, this size actually lasts for a pretty good time. And then, so this other bottle I have just lotion P50 without the phenol. So kind of here's the deal. These are the strongest ones. This one has the phenol. This is like original, strong. And then P50 without the phenol, but still pretty. These ones would be the top dog. I cannot use this twice a day on my face. It's recommended that you exfoliate or use this toner twice a day. I cannot use this strength twice a day. That's just too much for my skin. Then let me just tell you a little bit more about the next. My favorite one that I have been loving is the P50V. And I have that in P50 and then also the 1970. This is probably, and this is probably best, I should describe it more for maybe someone who's a little bit older. It says the V is supposed to be for those with super sensitive skin. So when I have had an rosacea outburst, I had switched over to the Lotion P50V. And again, this one, I think the V stands for like some sort of vitamins in it. Let me see what the difference is. Has the same ingredients. It has a few less ingredients. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not quite as active. But the P50V is, I was told, like for those, it's supposed to also help with toning. As I'm getting older, getting a little bit jowly. So this is that V was the one where she really said, take that cotton pad and really push up through the jawline. Dab, 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 dab. And I don't know if that's just my imagination, but I feel like it's really helped. So again, I really like the feeling of the phenol in this. It really feels like it brings like blood to the surface and really helps with circulation. So that is my preference. But if I am having a major outburst, I will just do it without the phenol in it. So I have like the little bottle of the P50V without phenol in there. Now the mildest version, which I actually have bought one time, but I guess I just didn't feel like it did much for me. Maybe it wasn't that, but I started out with the big granddaddy, I started out with the strongest. So the P50W it's actually recommended for drier, more mature skin types. And it's the gentlest in the line. It has a rich anti-inflammatory, it's rich in anti-inflammatory active ingredients. And let me take a look. This one has onion extract, lactic acid, salicylic acid, burdock extract, and Panama wood extract. And then it does contain, if you get the 1970, it's gonna contain the phenols. So interestingly enough, so that one is for drier, more mature skin types. I think I bought that one time without the 1970 version, and I think I just thought that it was a little too mild. Maybe as my skin is getting drier and more mature, I will come back around to that. But my favorites that I like to alternate are between that P50V and then with the 1970, the original Lotion P50 1970, but maybe once or twice a week with that. And then I've been loving the next one we're going to talk about is the Lotion P50 PIGM 400. So this came out not that long ago, maybe a year ago. And this one is for hyperpigmentation. So I was super excited, and let me find this guy. Let me tell you a little bit about it. But I was so excited about that because that is is one of my main concerns. So this one says that it's ideal for dull complexions with hyperpigmentation and dark spots. So this has the alpha hydroxy acids, Australian finger lime extract, beta hydroxy acids. Okay, so this has AHAs and BHAs in it. Citric acid, some other kind of levulinic acid, magnesium sulfite, meadow sweet extract, lightening and anti-spots. Active ingredients are the palmata extract, red algae, the complex of fruits, and wasabi extract B3. Okay, so you guys, this one is really loaded, and I have to say I really like this one. I was told to use this in the evening to alternate. So I would use like my P50V in the morning, and then use the P50 pigment one at night because of the lightening agent. I've been told different things before. You know, every esthetician's going to have a different little routine for you, but I was told to alternate between this guy at night using one of the other ones in the morning. So right now, as I said, I'm rotating. I'm kind of on my bottle of my P50 V 1970 was supposed to show up today, and let's see, it is like, I guess that it could still show up, but I need it. I really love that one so much. It just really responds really well to my skin. So that's what I was going to say. First, what I would recommend is reaching out to Rescue Spa. They are so wonderful there, and they will help you kind of determine where you should start. And do not be like, if they say start out with the W, one of the mildest ones, it's still super effective. That's what I'm saying. I kind of had wished that I had started at that level W and then worked myself up to the P50 1970 original formula, because I really did that first time using it, I thought I burned my face off, and it really looked like it was not good. So it does recommend for your first use to wet a cotton pad and then mix it with the lotion and then dab it onto the face. Do that. I was just going in Big Daddy and tomato face, okay? Burn face, really upset, was never gonna use this product again. And then luckily by the morning, everything had smoothed out. But this is just a super wonderful product. And again, I think the reason why I do love this line so much is that there is some mixing and matching, and you know, you can customize for what your skin is going through at the time. If you have maybe had a treatment or done some sort of laser treatment or something like that, and be wanting to go after a laser treatment and be putting on this heavy duty P50 1970 exfoliant, okay? So, you know, just listening to your skin, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to want to, as you're easing through that repair time, maybe starting back in with a milder version. So I would say, if you're starting out, reach out to Rescue Spa, tell them a little bit about your skin. They have a really great consult where you can fill out a questionnaire about your skin type, and then they will recommend the products to you. I do know that many of them feel like the P50 1970 original is the best one out there, like bar none. One other tip that I have not done yet, but the owner of Rescue Spa, Danuta, I forget her last name. The owner of Rescue Spa, she's this wonderful French woman, but she double P50s. So she uses like the original P50 1970, and then she'll go through with the PIGM 400, and then she'll do another layer. That seemed like a lot to me. Her skin is gorgeous though, so I am kind of curious to try that. I have yet to do that. But I would recommend, also, I do like to alternate them, so I would recommend maybe buying 2 different versions and then buying the smaller bottles, the travel size, because this is just a really great way to check out this whole brand. And you also get, every time you make an order, they put in lovely samples, which is another way to kind of try out some of the other line. So that is my experience. Yes, adore. I highly recommend. Workout for the skin will never be without this. And that is I hope this helped answer your questions. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been so much fun for me. And if you like this video, please subscribe. And I also need to tell you, put the notification bell on. But I just really appreciate your support and all your recommendations and questions. So keep them coming. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.